All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to the X Team Social Hour. This is the NuCalm Social Hour. Glad you could join us. Excited to be here. We do this Tuesday night live every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a great place for you to gather with your group, with your team, get some inspiration down throughout your organization. And we're excited. There's so many good things happening at Social X with NuCalm. People are building, they're coming in from all over. We're open in over 100 countries right now. And it's just amazing. You reach out to folks, you might not even know exactly where they're from, and they let you know, and you got to look at the list and see if we're open in their country. Chances are pretty good, though, that we are open in that country. I had a gentleman yesterday I was chatting with, and he's already brought in six, seven people, I think, and volume is incredible, and he's excited about it. And he said, I sat down with some people. They had big teams in China, and I said, really? I said, I went to the list, and there it is. It's on the list. China is on the list. So, don't hesitate to reach out to people and ask, who do you know, right? Who do you know in certain areas of the world? And you'd be surprised. People know people all over. We're all about 6 degrees of separation from anyone else in the world. And that's how our business can spread. There's nothing to ship. So it's got to be real easy to build a business in these different lands. We do have a lot of great stuff in Spanish already. If you need stuff in Spanish, you can ask somebody in your upline, they'll get it to you. Presentations, videos, gems, we have it all. And so that's under all set. And then if you've got other languages, I'm sure those will happen sooner than later. Our website has Google Translate on it. So no matter what language they speak, they can at least do that for the website. I believe the app is going to be updating and have different versions in different languages as well. Over time, that'll happen. You got to know that this is just launched a few weeks ago, and it's going to take some time to get the app into different languages. So hopefully they're speaking English or speaking Spanish, and you can get a hold of them that way. Anyway, exciting times, great things happening. And I know, Cowboy, you did an event last night, and maybe you could tell us a little bit about what's happening. I know you got people coming in from all over.
Well, we did an Amish meeting, and I love my Amish community, but um, you have to be careful. They may not have Wi-Fi, they may not have electric, and the place we met at, they did have electric, so we could laptop and get on Wi-Fi, but uh, there was a EMT there that he's a firefighter EMT, and I put the Bluetooth speaker on a table and I asked him, "Did you make this table?" He said, "Yes, I did." It was 9 foot long, and I put it on and I did the rescue just so they could hear some music. And he said, "Cowboy, I can feel the vibration." He was at the end of the table, and he told his brother that is in. He said, "I am feeling calmer and more together feeling in my head." And I know his brother's name Junior. He said, "Junior, I feel it. I'm telling you." And I felt it. I felt the vibration come through the tabletop. And he said, "This is not about music." And I said, "No, the music is a compliment to relax you maybe a little bit or to comfort you, but it's the vibration." And he said that I've read that vibration controls everything in the universe, which like our balance or whatever. So they were highly impressed. They loved the price point. They loved the science. They love the patents. They love the FDA cleared, and they're natural people. So they just said, "Well, what about going straight to NuCalm?" I said, "You really could, but you're going to pay 15% more." And then they were like, "Oh, wow, that's even." So we checked every box, and they were happy. We had a great meeting. They thanked us, and it was just a great night. It was a great night. So anyway, that's what happened last night, and hopefully we'll have more.
You gave me a great tip yesterday, which I want to share with everybody because I bet you most people do not know about this. So hopefully you're taking notes. You were about to do this Amish meeting. You were not sure if there was going to be Wi-Fi, right?
Hmm.
And this works, in that situation is, obviously we don't all have that situation, but if you're getting on an airplane, for instance, you might not have Wi-Fi, and maybe you want to do some of the tracks while you're on a plane. And
Download it.
yeah, Cowboy taught me how to download it. So you basically, if you hold your finger on the track that you want long enough, it then gives you the option to download that track. Pretty powerful stuff, because that's not in any training anywhere that I've seen. So I appreciate you for letting us in on that one, Cowboy. And because I've been on
It is on it.
what, go ahead,
Oh,
Trey.
it is in the video with Jim Poole. He talks
Oh, he did
about it.
explain how it was done. Okay, well,
Oh yes.
I must have missed that. But anyway, so that's kind of exciting to be able to do that when you're on a plane or you're somewhere without Wi-Fi. And I appreciate you pointing that out, Cowboy. Sounds like you
Thank
had an
you.
amazing event, and I know
Yeah, it's been
that
good.
that was the
Thank you to
largest pizza I ever
everybody
saw.
out there. Thank you to everybody out there. I think we have our hands on a giant. And I
Absolutely.
think we have our hands on a giant, and I like giants.
We wanted to talk a little bit tonight, and again, we're not gonna we're going to keep these calls short and concise, because everybody should really be building and have time to build for the call that happens at 9 p.m. Eastern, the Zoom, and that's at socialxwebinar.com. They're doing a great job with those opportunity presentations, and so you want to try to put some people on those. But we wanted to cover a topic tonight that was about urgency, and I just keep running into examples where I wish I had contacted somebody a week ago or 2 weeks ago, right? There's only so many weeks ago we can go, but let's just call it what it is. You don't want to wait around, because I've gotten a hold of people, and they're, networkers that I've kind of just, you can call them chicken list, or you can call them, networking professionals who I've known for a million years. Some of them are legends in the industry, people like that. And some of them are no longer in the industry. They're doing other things. But I've reached out to a few of these people, and I got to tell you, some of these folks that I've reached out to, they said, hey, you know what? So and so already shared this with me, right? And, if you think about that, had I just done that a week earlier, or a week and a half, or a day earlier, then they might be looking at this with me versus with that other person. And so this is going to happen to you. And here's the thing: a no does not cost you anything, right? If you get a no by swinging to the fences and going after somebody that maybe scares you a little bit, that no is not going to cost you anything, right? But a yes from one of those people could change your whole life, right? And so, what if it's a no because somebody already contacted them and they get involved with them instead? That's the kind of thing that you don't want to see happen. I don't want to see it happen to you guys. You guys all have, incredible tools to go build this with, ways to reach out that are just, ninja level. And, you really want to go through some numbers. Most people who are successful in network marketing, when they're launching something like we're doing, they do a whole lot of activity in a short period of time. They do what's called a 90-day run, or a 90-day blitz. And, there's no distractions. They just focus on it for 90 days, and they set themselves up, their career up, for the rest of their lives, because they've done that. And I know that, there's, Cowboy, I know you're doing it. I know there's people that are on here that understand that. But I just want to reiterate that how important it is that you reach out and you be really consistent and persistent and follow up with the people that you're running into. Because here's what's going to happen: you're going to share something with somebody about NuCalm, and maybe they say no at first, right? Maybe they say no. And it's just because they're not looking, or they're not open, or they're busy with something else, or whatever. Then they're going to hear it from somebody else. Somebody else is going to say NuCalm to them, and they're going to say, well, shoot, what's going on with this NuCalm thing, right? And maybe they watch a video, maybe they don't, maybe they take a moment to to process it, but maybe still the time is not right. And then maybe somebody else reaches out to them or they hear about it from somebody else. And before you know it, there's just so much activity that's happening around this NuCalm thing. What is going on with it? They're going to have to stop and take a look. And you want to be the person that has been first to them, most persistent with them without being a pest, and you want to be educational about it with them and be the one that's the most consistently in touch. If they hear about it from a really close friend, you're out of luck, probably. They're probably going to go with a really close friend, even if they contacted him second, right? But a lot of times, a person will be, hey, you know what, this so-and-so told me about it first, and, they're as good an upline as you would be, and vice versa. So they'll just join with you, right? And so that's what you're looking for. You're looking to be that persistent professional at reaching out. And if you can do that with enough people, you're going to end up winning in the end. You're going to end up building a big team because networkers are looking right now. They're looking for something that is going to make a shift in their business world. And we've got it. We've got something that, let's face it, 100 countries it's available in overnight, right? It's commissionable. We can pay these people in every country that we are. We have the exclusive rights to something that has never happened in network marketing, a digital wellness product that's downloadable with clinical studies and so many accolades. You've never had this much credibility. Where have you had a technology that had $52 million invested in it over the last 36 years, right? To map the frequencies of the human brain dropped into your lap with exclusivity globally. That's what you've got, right? So no one else is going to have it, right? We've got something totally unique in the industry, and you've got people have to hear your passion about it, right? So when you're reaching out to folks, I see Bill here had a question. What would your first 2 or 3 link messages to send? That's a great question. You know what we're going to do with you, Bill? We're going to do a special training for you. I know Cowboy and I, we can get together with you on that. We've got scripts. We've got things that you can send and just reach out to us after the Zoom. We can do that. But it is so key that you just clear the decks, guys. Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to reach out. They're not all going to say yes. A lot of people say no at first. I had a guy yesterday said no to me. I said, listen, just give me 3 minutes and watch a video. Just watch 1 3-minute video where you do that. And he did. He watched it and he said, wow, this is an amazing product. I'll let you know when I'm ready to get it. Right? From a no, and I'm not interested, to a yeah, okay. Because I said, look, I don't care if you want to build this as a business. You need this product for you, right? That's the beauty of this, is everybody needs this. You know somebody, I know somebody, probably somebody living in your house is not sleeping as well as they could if it's not you, right? There's at least somebody in your house or somebody within arm's reach, somebody that you know. And we've got a solution to it without a pill, patch, potion, or a drug. And it's exciting. And I got to tell you, I've been involved in a few great launches in my network marketing career, and I've made a lot of money. But this is moving faster than anything I've ever seen because of the nature of it and the fact that there's nothing to ship. It's instantaneous, right? So people are growing all over the world. I know, Cowboy, you got people in different parts of the world right now. They're coming in everywhere, aren't they?
They are. And Adam, before I forget, one of our top leaders, Miss Cheryl, her husband has open heart tomorrow. I just wanted to do a shout out for everybody, put them in their thoughts and prayers. And yeah, it is the biggest international launch that I've seen in my career. I mean, I was looking up codes, what's SI and the power of this business, guys. On that one, I have no connection, but I knew Tim knew them, and I didn't even know he knew somebody. You don't know who they know. And, the Saunders, the Cowboys, the Adams. You know what? Somebody knew us. And just think about that. If you knew Adam and you made that call, where would your business be? It's not about us. It's who do they know? And that's two people can change your world. I mean, it's been proven.
One,
Well,
one.
we need about two. We still need
you
two.
need balance. You need balance. So you
Yeah.
need two. You need two.
But
And
one would be nice to start.
one would be nice. One would be nice, but two will change your world.
That's right.
And I always said if I could find one good one this year
Yep.
and one good one next year, what in the world could have I done in 24 months to open freedom, time freedom, pay off bills? I mean, no one's ever said it's a get rich quick. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for residual income and to build another pension. So,
Fantastic. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Cowboy. Appreciate you.
yeah.
Hey, Craig, where did you go, buddy? I was going to ask you a question or two.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey,
Yeah.
get yourself on camera. So listen, Craig, I know you're doing the stress test, and that's something that we don't talk about enough, I think.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the importance of the stress test. I know you're getting great results with that, and I want to hear how you're using that.
All right. Well, there was a book written back in the 1980s, which was called High Tech, High Touch. And it's coming back. You have it right in your phone. You have it, what is called a stress test. It takes 35 seconds for you to test somebody's stress level. And I had a group of 6 people all want to do it just because I said, hey, I got this stress test. It takes 35 seconds. And they're going, and then that takes you to the next level. Anyway, I quit my job on Sunday. I'm actually been retired. I make more money on retirement than a lot of people do at a full-time job because I'm a retired RN. I've got 6 different streams of income off of just one retirement. Anyway, so I did the stress test and it was 97 out of 100. And I'll tell you, I'm stressed about those 3 points. No, actually, Jim Poole says that after 5 million stress tests, the average is 78.5%. Okay, so you do this for 35 seconds. Jim Poole says that you cannot trick it like the CIA uses it, like the SWAT teams use it. As a matter of fact, he said that special forces were using it. Hey, how are you doing right now? And they go, I'm fine. We're going out on a mission. Well, prove it. Do the stress test. And they do the stress test and they're stressed out because they haven't slept right. They're worried about their wife or their kids. They're worried about, who's going to pay the bills while they're, halfway around God's creation or something like that. They say, hey, you need to go right now and do 30 minutes worth of rescue right away. So anyway, with the stress test, 35 seconds, they get over 1 million data points. 1 million in 35 seconds worth of this time. And it's really accurate. I mean, it's amazing. And out of the 6 people that did it, the average was about 69. And I think it just had to do with the fact that some of them were on the work clock and others were worried about, well, can I really do this or not? But it's 35 seconds and it introduces people to the concept.
I love it because you can have a person do that stress test, get on one of the programs and then do the stress test after, and they can see immediately
Yes.
how their stress level works. And it only takes, like you said, 35 seconds. So if you're not doing that on the regular, you want to make sure that you do your stress test and also talk to people about it as they're experiencing NuCalm. I know it pops up on there on the screen every once in a while, which is kind of a nice feature. And there's some great emails that are going out. But well, thank you for sharing that. And
hey,
keep us posted on your score.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm going to look for that other 3 points now, really. Uh, I'll tell you what, you need to try to sponsor up. So, in a conversation this morning at 9 o'clock, it happens to be some person in Thailand that's actually from Texas. And if I told you his name, you would know who he is right away. And I just went for the direct point. I said, "Have you heard of NuCalm or are you using it?"
Mm,
And his response was, "No, Craig, I haven't." And with my vast knowledge, I thought that I had my finger on the pulse of the entire world. Now, that was tongue in cheek because we know each other. But the fact of the matter is that, okay, this is a guy that owned uh, two network marketing companies. And I've done the due diligence, and he's hit two links now. And of
mhm.
course, the time change, it's like 8:30 in the morning, so he'll be getting up pretty soon. They're
Right.
12 hours ahead of us.
That's
So
exciting. That's exciting.
yes,
And
yeah,
let me know if you need to do a Zoom on that, a three-way or whatever. But, I love to hear that you're swinging for the fences like that. That's what everybody needs to be doing, right? Going after the hard
right,
ones because they haven't heard of this yet, but they will. And
yes,
not by you, it's going to be by somebody else. Thank you for pointing that back out to us, Craig. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yep.
All right, fantastic. Hey, Sandra, I know you're hopped on here. I know you got a lot of great stuff happening in your group. I've been chatting with some of your people. Tell us what are some of the things that you're doing to build that are working for you.
Power hours. Really, there's nothing better than a power hour, Adam. It's
You got to
just,
do that with us yesterday. Tell us
yeah.
about.
And I continued it this morning and throughout my day, I could just take the 20 minutes and send them out. And this is something I love that you guys said, just sponsor up and swing for the fences, because that's really what I'm doing too, is there's no fear with this because there's nothing to be scared of. Everybody needs
Right.
this. We're not comparing my coffee's better than your coffee. We're not doing that. This is everyone needs it and you guys are exactly right. Swing for the fences, go for the big dogs.
I love it,
Everyone
Sandra.
wants it.
It's fantastic, and I'm glad to hear you're doing it as well. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing to be afraid of because you're about to share something with them they've never seen before. They've probably, hopefully, never heard of before, right? Because you got there first, and it's something that if they will take 3 minutes, it's gonna blow their hair back, right? They're gonna get excited about it, even if it's just for them or their spouse or somebody in their family, because they're the grand poobah at some other company. They're going to want to try this product for themselves. And, this is really a product first type of an opportunity where, yeah, of course you want to talk to the business people and the networkers about making money, but you can quickly pivot to guess what? Yeah, just give me 3 minutes. You want to see this product for yourself. And no harm, no foul, because what ends up happening is they end up getting kind of excited about it. All right.
Totally. And use ACE so you get all of the notifications and you know where they're at. It's
Exactly. And if
just
you're not
the best
familiar,
tools.
if you're not familiar with that tool yet, you talk to somebody in your upline and we can help you out with that as well. All right. Is there anybody else as we wrap up here? Again, I do like to keep these short. Thank you, Sandra.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
it's Dave.
Dave, tell us what's happening for you, my friend.
Well, one real quick. I started using the sleep modes about 5 days ago, and my sleep for years has always been 2 or 3 hours a night, broken here and there. Never sleep. Well, every night I've slept, even when I get up in the middle of the night for something, and right back to sleep, waking up totally rested. It's awesome. And the collateral good of it is because my wife is hearing this while she's sleeping, and she's has health issues, so she's getting up logy and sleeping a lot through the day on a couch. And so every day she's getting up nice and bright and early on her own, and we can't stop her, Chatty Cathy. So it's amazing. But the other thing I want to point out real quick is when I started about 45 years ago with Amway, we started, doing the friends and family. That was the whole way it was done. And to get anywhere, we had to build six legs with all this volume. And here we, like Stu says, get three to get three. We don't stop there. But the big thing is this is the first program that's come along where I'm excited to share with friends and family because pretty much you burned all your relationships with Amway 100 years ago.
Hmm.
But this, you don't have any problem. You go right to the families, the friends, because you're doing them a favor. It isn't like, oh God, he's at it again. So I wanted to share that.
That is fantastic. That's absolutely true. I've even told my daughters about this. I mean, I've given them power naps. It's just fun, and it's just really a lot easier to share something that is such an advancement in health and technology. And again, this has never been done in our space before, and we got to be custodians of this opportunity. Do it right, and just enjoy helping other people. We have a gift to give them. 30 days risk free. I mean, really, does it get any better than that? So, anyway, thanks everybody for hopping on. This has been Tuesday Night Live. Adam Levy here in Canton, Connecticut. Don't forget, tonight at 9 p.m., socialxwebinar.com is the opportunity presentation with corporate. And then on, of course, Thursday, same station, socialxwebinar.com, 9 p.m. Always a product training with David D'Arcangelo. Those are really the hot spots, guys, of the week. Those two Zooms and this one. And if you've got one for your team, let me know. I'd love to help you out with that as well. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining me, and appreciate you all sharing your stories. Bye-bye for now.
Good night. Good night.